What's up, everybody? Sky Spider here, Magic Veteran and Tarantula Queen. I've got some interesting decks here for Pioneer I wanted to show off. We're not going to run them through a league, just I don't have the time to do a bunch of leagues today, but we are going to run them through the tournament practice queue, see how they do. I've been practicing with them a little bit here and there. They're doing fairly well, but you guys know I've been all over the White Weenie deck in Pioneer. So this is the normal build for just mono White Weenie that does really well. Like, I've had a bunch of 4-1 finishes. I've seen a lot of 5-0s with this deck. I just haven't done one myself yet. And as you guys know, where did it go? This is the build that I tend to play, which splashes green for Collected Company, Heron's Grace Champion, and then both Heroic Intervention and Dromoka's Command in the sideboard. And I've had tremendous luck with this deck. This has become my paper deck for Pioneer. And I'm just beyond happy with this build. But I've had a lot of people ask about, well, if green splashes so well, why don't we try splashing the other colors and see how they do? So first one we're going to do is Boros. And I found a lot of good stuff in red to work with in this deck. We've obviously got Boros Charm. It's a good kill shot. It saves from a board wipe in the main deck. So it pulls a lot of extra duty. We've got Sky Knight Vanguard, which is a human knight that poops out soldiers when it attacks, and it's a cheap flyer. We've got Alesha to reanimate anything that dies. Handwear Garrison is amazing, pumping out extra human tokens that trigger Thalia's Lieutenant. Just, wow, that card's good in here. I started with only 2 in the deck and have upped it to 4. Or sorry, upped it to 3, my bad. We've also got a copy of Chandra, Torch of Defiance, a copy of Iroas, which makes combat much easier with this deck. I've yet to even draw him in my playtesting, though. I might consider putting a second one in. And also Aurelia as a really good top-end kill shot, because 2 combats, you're probably going to win the game right there. And then we've got Imbreth's Shieldbreaker in the sideboard for artifact control, which is also another knight we can play after the adventure. So I'm really happy with the what I can do with the red build. And for a little extra power, I threw in a couple Throne of the God Pharaohs. Sometimes they do amazing stuff. Sometimes they just make me look stupid if I have no creatures. It tends to work more often than not. So let's go ahead and jump into a queue and give this a few games and show you guys how it works. That was fast. Okay, so I lost the die roll. Okay, not a great hand, but definitely playable. I've got no 1-drop, so I can just play the Sacred Foundry tapped. Let's save some life. Okay, blue-red. Start with the Sacred Foundry, play it tapped. Neither of us with a turn 1 play. I tend to avoid these lands just because they're really pricey. I'm on a bit of a budget here. I may have nice cards, but I have those nice cards because I don't buy these cards. These are like almost $10 each online. Okay, so we're not going to get to fetch a land off the Knight of the White Orchid, but it's still good to get a creature into play. Start dealing some damage. You got to keep a clock on your opponent here. Wow, all the different dual lands. That's a thing in the ice deck. Used to have Declaration in Stone. Means it's probably Is It Phoenix. I know they run that card. Oh, I should have played my other knight before playing a land. Hopefully they'll play another land next turn. I'll get a second chance to not make that mistake. Bye-bye, thing in the ice. Now you're a thing in the wall. Sorry if my voice is a little cracky. I went to a club last night and had to yell a lot. I have a really soft voice, so it tends to blow out pretty easily. And I have been roasted. What do I think they are, Michael fucking Scott? Boom, roasted. Okay, this time we're gonna get it right. I don't need a dual land because I got my 2 red for Aurelia, but I would like a plains. Let's get one of our trolley white bordered plains. Play another Mutavault. I think I just dropped the Throne of the God Pharaoh here and leave a white open. They're taking time to read it. Kind of sucks that that's legendary. I think next turn, it depends on what I draw. If I can cast Aurelia, I would love to do that. She might get roasted, but what are we going to do here? You got to make attempts. This deck's always going to have a ton of cards in hand until they start hitting their combos and getting their phoenixes back. Surprised one hasn't hit the graveyard yet. Oh, here we go. There's a phoenix. Aurelia would be a nice counter to the phoenix since she's vigilant. Chart a course. Are you dumping another phoenix? Nope. Let's go ahead and blow that up. Awesome. So there goes my 1 creature. Phoenix comes back. I get smacked for 3. You guys know how Phoenix works by now. This is one of the top decks in Modern and Pioneer. I think these even did well in Standard at some point. I don't play Standard. Yes, we got our land. So let's go ahead and play someone badass. Hey, 6 drops work in this format. Sadly, she will not trigger Throne of the God Pharaoh. But we do get to attack twice and block a phoenix. Although they could just burn it, so I'm probably not going to block. I really love Aurelia, that's why I just had to shoehorn her in here, but she works really well. Especially if you have a nice full battlefield by the time you drop her. That's a problem. Okay, I need another Declaration in Stone to get rid of that Drake. Because I'm going to get nowhere until that's gone. I can get out both the creatures in my hand on my turn, though. They definitely have a burn spell in hand. Or they're bluffing me. I'm much rather play that safe. Well, now you show up. Now let's play the thing they're more likely to counter first. I want that Soldier of the Pantheon because it can swing through the Crackling Drake. And now next turn I can drop my Lieutenant and get counters on both of those and my Mutavaults. I don't know, should I sacrifice Aurelia to kill the Drake? I don't think I want to do that. Let's see what they're up to this turn. Chart a course. Is it Charm? Okay. I gain a life. I love Soldier of the Pantheon. It's like one of my favorite cards in this format. I wish you were a knight instead of a soldier, though. Because then I could play you in my green version. Anticipate, okay. They don't have a Phoenix in their graveyard, so I don't know what they're... Maybe they're digging for a way to get a Phoenix in their graveyard. Nope, no Phoenix in the graveyard. Is it Charm to discard Phoenixes? Yep, they're discarding 2. Let's see if they get another Phoenix. They're definitely upping this thing, though. I may have to just block with Aurelia or I'm going to die. Yep, there's another Phoenix. So they got 2 Phoenixes now. I do have to block the Crackling Drake. That sucks. Wow. They're being very conservative. Yeah, sadly I've got to do it. At least it's dead. Probably have another one. Okay, so we got a Thalia's Lieutenant here. With that trigger on the stack, we're going to animate my Mutavaults. So they're both 4/4s. And we can swing through the Phoenixes now. I don't want to swing my Soldier of the Pantheon here, because I'd like to keep it in case they get another Crackling Drake into play. Yeah, let's just attack with the Mutavaults here. They're going to double block one. Yep. Kills both the Phoenixes, so they have to figure out how to get them back out. Hey, it did something. I've had this card actually finish people off after a big combat. Oh, they got rid of my soldier. Oof, these are getting bad. So if they don't throw up a blocker, this will at least get me 2 damage through, and then this will get me another 3. Should be lethal with the Throne of the God Pharaoh. But again, that's if they don't play a blocker. Looks like they're going to get both the Phoenixes back. So maybe they won't attack with both. Okay, this actually gives me some options here. Oh, I should have given this guy haste. That was a dumb moment. I've had a couple of them in this game. This is what sucks about playing on camera. Everyone gets to see your dumb moments play out. I was thinking about having it bodyguard the Mutavault, but this makes a little more sense, I think. really wish I'd given this guy haste. I think I would have won if I did. Okay, and then they're going to take another damage, putting them to 2. So no more shocklands. See if they can get the Phoenix back. They only have 2 cards in hand, but with all the draw spells, it's definitely possible. Draw 2, discard 2. At least they're not using it to deal 2 damage to my things. What you discarding? Archetype Phoenix and Merchant of the... Okay, so we're going to have 3 Phoenixes in play. And there goes this creature. I'm going to go ahead and sacrifice it to protect Thalia's Lieutenant, since it's going to die anyway. Oh, they didn't play enough to get the Phoenix back. Oh no. I can't even play that because it's legendary. If I swing in, they have to block. 1 card in hand on their turn. They probably won't be able to draw anything to get the Phoenixes back. So they have to block this or die. And then I'm going to make a soldier at the end of their turn. Or a human. Human, yeah. Oh, we're just going to hard cast a Phoenix now. Hey, look, I can make creatures. And that might end up being lethal. Alright, let's do this the right way this time. If they counter this, this human token's definitely lethal. Hey, look, I don't make the same mistake. Yep, so we got game 1. I think I definitely want Fiendslayer Paladins here. I'm thinking about the Tithe Takers, but I don't see them doing a lot on my turn. Maybe the Selfless Spirits or the Gideons. Let's go with the Gideon. You can pump out a creature every turn, which is nice. This can kill Drake, so I think I want to keep it. Let's get rid of Aurelia. These are always the hard cuts. And where Militia Captain can go. Need to pull 1 more card. Kind of like to pull something on the higher end. Let's pull Throne of the God Pharaoh out. Looks good to me. They sideboarded quick, so they probably don't have a whole lot against this. Oh, I can't play either of these. I think I got a mulligan. This guy can keep. I'm going to throw the Thalia's Lieutenant on the bottom. The other cards in my hand are just way better in this matchup. Let's see, I'm not going to play that Giant Killer, so let's let this come in tapped. I'm going to kind of slow roll out here. Get their graveyard up again. Oh, we do have a 2-drop. Oh, let's take some damage here. Red and a white. I really love Sky Knight Vanguard. Such an unappreciated little card. Let's see if they burn it out before I get to attack with it. The only drawback is it produces soldier tokens. Yep, they kill it. And not humans or knights or something that the deck actually wants. We'll get a Lesh out in a minute here. That way we can get the Vanguard back. But this one they can't burn away, plus I'm getting lifelink out of it. So I can kind of start getting ahead of them there. All these charter courses and anticipates. Weird to see a deck using Evolving Wilds. I'm guessing they just couldn't afford the fabled whatever more expensive one. We are going to give this soldier haste. Yay, that card works so well when I actually remember it. Six life swing right there. And hard casting the Archetype Phoenixes. That smells of desperation. Remember though, I've got first strike if they're saving it to block, which they are. It's too bad Alesha doesn't count as a multicolored creature. For Soldier of the Pantheon. Because the arc light's out, I'm going to go ahead and do the +1 here. Can't cast Kithian, so he goes away. But now I don't have to worry about Chandra just dying. If they manage to get 3 spells in a row here if I kill the Phoenix. Another 4 life swing. By the way, if it's not obvious, it's 4 because they're taking 2 and I'm gaining 2. So it puts them even further behind. Hard casting the second Phoenix. Wow. They're both going at Chandra. Okay. Well, I'm going to be shoving them into the wall since they share a name. This always feels really good when I do it. When you declaration and hit more than one thing. That's nice. She doesn't have haste, but I do want to get Alesha into play this turn. So I'm not attacking with the Mutavault here. This way next turn I can start reanimating my Sky Knight Vanguard. Oh, we have a thing in the ice. So I gotta deal with that now. Boom, roasted. Bye-bye, Alesha. You were worth a shot. Okay, if things are gonna go back to my hand, I'm probably gonna hold on to stuff for a minute. But I will be swinging in for a bunch here. This hits them for 4, so they have to flip that thing immediately. or they die on my next turn. Yeah, I'm going to hold on to both of these. I can use the chop down on Giant Killer if they manage to flip it, so I don't have to deal with the 7/8 smacking me in the face every turn. Okay, charting a course. Discarding a steam vents. Dive down. Okay, that sucks. Now I can't use my chop down. They've got a way to flip it this turn. Here it comes. A second dive down. That's really a waste of your dive down. Sucks that I can't target it, but it's only 7 and I'm at 26. They're not attacking? What the fuck? Oh, because I can give haste, so they're scared. It's justifiable. Well, let's get this thing off the table. I should have saved the mana for the Fiend Slayer. I don't see anything good but attacking with the Mutavault. Let's go ahead and do that. And I might just play the Soldier of the Pantheon, I'm thinking. Since it's a lot harder for them to remove it. That way I've got 2 cards that are hard to get rid of. The other being the Mutavault, obviously. And my Boom roasted. Lightning Axe, okay. You're still at 2, so you gotta deal with the Mutavault. There we go, Crackling Drake. Oof, 11-4, that thing is huge. Kinda wish I'd played Giant Killer, but they would have killed it anyway. That is amazing. I think I just won right here. Yeah, I can't activate the Mutavault, but this thing is going to poop out 2 extra attackers. Uh-oh. So that should be lethal. We did it against Izzet Phoenix. That's how it's done. Great top deck at the end there. Let's go ahead and do one more with this deck. Now I don't currently have the deck up at my little Linky Madoo scroller mabob, but I'm definitely going to add it after I finish posting this video, because I think this this stream is actually a good representation of how this deck likes to play. Love Thalia. It's like one of my favorite creatures. Okay, so they mulligan down to 6. It might be zombies. Yep, zombies. Not playing a 1-drop, so let's start with the Sacred Foundry. Hope you guys like my little trolling with white bordered lands. Corpse Knight. That's going to be in the Orzhov version I'm going to do after this stream. have been nice if I'd drawn a good creature to play. Because I don't have much of anything to do this turn. I'm not going to remove the Corpse Knight until I see a second one, just so this gets some extra value. I think I'm just going to hold up a Boros Charm to hit him with at end of turn. Like, there's no sense in playing a Thalia's Lieutenant with an empty board. Ooh, good card. I like Foulmire Knight. So at least I'm putting some pressure on him with that. Oh, where were you last turn, dork? Okay, we're going to slow them down now. My favorite little legendary friend in this format. Uh-oh, what's this? Making a zombie token. Okay. They wanted to get it in untapped. I don't know why it makes a big difference. Draw a card and lose a life. Okay. God, Cryptbreaker is basically a Planeswalker. This card is so good. So at least now they're a little slowed down. Stuff's coming into play tapped. I've got a first striker out, which slows down the attack phase. I think I'm going to play Declaration in Stone on that Corpse Knight on my turn. Or I've got a new target. Let's see, let's go for the Mutavault. How does this work exactly? Whenever you cast a zombie, make a zombie. That's definitely got to go. I don't think I'm ready to attack with Thalia. As a crackback is going to be pretty epic. But I would like to do this. Because now I can fly over. Watch it get fatal pushed. Calling it now. Then next turn I've got Thalia's Lieutenant to make stuff bigger, and then I can start swinging. Drawing another card. God, that ability is amazing. Haha, more tap land. Love it. Wayward Servant. Man, they got all the fun little triggers. Is this gain and lose? Yep. Second Cryptbreaker. So Wayward Servant's going to be a huge problem because they're going to keep gaining life as well. I really need some more removal here. Hang on. Let's play Alesha first. That way I can get a +1/+1 counter on her. I'm doing these before combat, just basically to increase my attack. Now sadly that's not a human to trigger Thalia. But it's still an extra free attacker. Which will probably be chumped by a 2/2, but it forces them to do something. Means the 2/2 can't gang block Thalia. No creatures in the graveyard to animate with Alesha, but she's still a really great attacker. At a 4/3 first strike. Then I can always just throw double strike on something for a kill shot if I need to, which I might do next turn, depending on how things are blocked. At least we know whatever creatures they play are not going to be able to block. Because they come in tapped. Going up to 9 is kind of crappy. At least I've still got a flyer. If I can get one of my 4-power creatures through, I can win next turn. Because of the Boros charm. I think I want to animate Mutavault and attack with basically everything here. I'm just not going to swing at Thalia's Lieutenant, because it'll get chumped. And see, we get our extra free creature that they have to block. Yep, there's the guaranteed block. Now again, if I get a single 4-power creature through here, since the flyer's already going through, I just give it double strike and I win. Okay, blocking one of them. Are you letting Alesha through? Nope, they're not letting Alesha through. So no reason to give double strike since they have first strike. You know what? Let's give everything indestructible. That way I don't lose my Mutavault or the Soldier token. Gives me a bigger attack next turn since I'm killing a bunch of their stuff. Yep, drawing a card. Did you get a Fatal Push? Now's the time to play it if you did. Nope, just drawing cards. Okay. No Fatal Push happening. So I've still got a full battlefield here. Yeah, just in case I need it next turn, I don't want to have to take the 2 damage, so I'm going to play that. Like I have to factor in, I'm at 11 here. Yeah, them getting back up to 4 cards like that, definitely not fun. Because those triggers could be what kill me here. But you see now I've got a much bigger battlefield against whatever they try to block with. Okay, they make a token, it comes in tapped. But I do take 3, and they gain 2. I would have swung in. That's just me. Okay, so all we have that we can do is attack here. But I think it's lethal. I don't think they have any way to block enough here. Still nothing in the graveyard to animate with Alesha. We do get an extra soldier. Let's see where this combat goes. Yeah, only 4 is going to get through. But I think I'm going to get rid of all the things that are pestering me. Well, 2 out of 3 is not bad. No, the crackback is a little scary. Got a Mutavault to block with as well, though. Not too happy about this getting to untap. It's a close game, though. I'm enjoying this matchup. Zombies is a really cool deck. I always love tribal decks. Ooh, this is going to be painful, so they go down to 1. So they can't use Crypt Breaker to draw a card here. If they play a creature, they do gain a life back, though. I'm definitely doing some blocking here. I don't think they can play 3 creatures to kill me. Ooh. So they get back their Crypt Breakers and their... Okay, well done. That was a good way to win. So we definitely want our Apostles. I'm trying to think if anything else up here is useful. Spyglass would be great against the Crypt Breakers. Yeah, that's all I see that's really useful here. Take out 1 Throne. I think I'm going to drop the deck down to just 1. Really hurts when you draw an extra copy. Chandra's not doing a lot of good here. Handmer Militia Captain is another card I'm not too sure of in this deck. Let's try and take out one of my higher cost cards. Let's take out one of the garrisons maybe. Let's see, it looks like they're still sideboarding. Here we go. Let's see if we can get this back. I would love to play first. This is a playable hand. We just need to top deck 1 land by turn 3. Once this garrison gets going, it's scary. Ooh, they're down to 5 cards. Start with a bodyguard. Like, it's okay to play this into an open battlefield just to make sure you've got something to do stuff with. They're definitely not going to chump block with their Crypt Breaker. I just noticed their screen name is Dark Helmet. That's adorable. I normally don't play a Thalia's Lieutenant on this empty of a battlefield, but when I have 2 in hand, it's really nice getting 2 of them into play. Plus, if I get stuck on 2 land, it gives me an option next turn. Making this a 4/3 and then having them both trigger when stuff comes into play is pretty nice, since all my creatures are humans in here. Ooh. We even got zombie armies coming at it. Let's go let him draw a card at the end of my turn. We got there! Yay! I want my Thalia's Lieutenant to be bigger, so let's play not Alesha. Hanmer Garrison. Which, reminder, it poops out human tokens. So she will grow. I think they would double block my bodyguard. So I'm going to wait a turn until I can get the other lieutenant down, or at least hold up the Boros charm. Next turn's going to be big with the human tokens coming out of the garrison. Not casting anything. That's weird. Would have preferred to land this turn, but playing a second Thalia's Lieutenant is not bad right now. So we get a bunch of counters. Now we poop out a couple more attackers, which trigger both Thalia's Lieutenants. So they both get +2/+2 on their counters. Uh-oh, I think my opponent's doing the math of how bad this is. Looks like this one's going to be a 6/6. Okay, making an extra zombie to block with. Uh-oh, look at all those triggers. This just got scary, didn't it? They're probably going to try and get rid of my garrison with some double blocks. Or they just concede. So I got the match. Yay! So yeah, I am very happy with how this deck is performing. I know it makes it kind of tiny here, but I want to make sure I show all the cards on the screen. And the card counts. I'll get this up on my Tapped Out after I upload this video. So you will be able to get the deck list there. It's on my little scrolly McDo. Also, there's my Patreon, my social media. Please join the Patreon. It helps me pay for cards to do videos like this. Buying a bunch of Shocklands are not cheap. But yeah, hope you guys like that. That is the example of what White Weenie does if you give it the Boros flavor. Tune in for the next video, and I will show you how Orzhov works. So remember, until next time, be nice to spiders. I'm watching you.